All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Indianapolis. This is High Octane Racing League, TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series is in action at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's a 70-lap race tonight, and we are halfway through the season. It's Indy, baby, the crown jewel of motorsports. Who's got what it takes to bring home the win here at Indianapolis? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, the Buschwackers Series in action at Indy. The biggest track in motorsports. It's a 70-lap race tonight, and it is live right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. Right now in the practice session at Indy. Again, thanks for coming in here. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. This is actually race number 6 of the season. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Next week, we got some more great racing each Friday night, man. Great racing here in the Buschwackers Series. I'm your commentator, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator. Thank you so much for coming in. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, please give EliteHostingUSA.com a look. That's who provides our service here at High Octane Racing League. Also, our website, WordPress hosting, online store hosting, VPS hosting, and shared web hosting, also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Again, thanks so much for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. Peace to everybody out there. Hope everybody's doing well. And thank you for watching the race here tonight, whether it be live or maybe on replay. Again, thank you for coming in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, share my videos with all your friends. Anywhere you can share YouTube videos, you're more than welcome to share mine here at TurnLeftTV. And then don't forget to click on those links down in the description of this race and help me out by following those over to the Finitech website and also SimLabs website. Appreciate you doing that. If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, there is a link right there in the banner of the channel. There's also a link down in the description of the race as well if you'd like to make a donation. And thanks to all those folks who subscribe, man. We just keep jumping up the grid here on the subscription level. I'm loving that. Really am. So it's been a long time coming, and we're getting there. And it's all with your help. So thank you so much. Let's get this party started here tonight. What do you think? There's some more racing coming up tomorrow afternoon here, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be live at Norris Ring in the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. Very fun series, and we are getting a lot of drivers coming out for this, man. 20 drivers coming out now, so it's exciting to see those big fields, and numbers keep growing. A lot of guys are interested in this Saturday afternoon stuff, and it really attracts some of the Eastern European folks to come out and race with us, and we definitely like to see folks from all around the world to race. So Norris Ring coming up on December the 3rd. That's tomorrow, a 60-minute race, and it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. And the Saturday Night Thunder, a little fun race, Coca-Cola Super Speedway, a 50-lap race coming up tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the Saturday Night Thunder, a little fun action here at Coca-Cola Speedway. 50-lap race at that super big track. I think it's about 4 miles in length, so this will be a fun one. Like the 83 there forgot there was an access road. That was mayhem right there. We are getting the final touches in here, I think, in the practice session before we go to quals. Let's take a look at the track here at Indy. Who doesn't know Indianapolis Motor Speedway? Located technically in Speedway, Indiana. How about a whole town being named after the racetrack? That's what it is. Been here many times, about 45 miles away from my home. And I've been to this Speedway many times. I think I went to the first 10 years of the Brickyard. Been to IndyCar races, GT3 series races, IROC races, all kinds of racing here. 2.5 miles, 4.023 kilometers. Banking in the turns 9.2 degrees, and the straights are flat. And this is the most famous track in all of motorsports right here, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I know I'm going to hear some people taking the other side of that. Who knows? So it looks like we have gone over to the qualification session. And to give us a chance to take a look at the point standings. Coming into tonight's race, Franco Alvarez with 213 points, pretty comfortable lead right there for him. Ed Palumbo held serve with him last week at a 40-point night. Last week he's second in points. Great here run from Ed Palumbo. Also Craig Marizon, good run here for him. He's in third. Sean Jacobs fourth. Press Passel is fifth. Gordon Carter sits sixth. Paul Brown seventh. We got a couple of guys here who have moved up the grid. Christian Wilson gaining some spots. Looks like he's having some issues here tonight, so he's not going to be able to race. So that is a tough break there for him. Dana Grover, 9th in points. Lucas Simpler, 10th, coming into tonight's race. Take a look at Tim Lansbury. He is 11th on the grid, or 11th in points. Vinicius Gonçalves, haven't seen him in a couple weeks here. He is 12th. Dennis Uderson, 13th. Archer Fietta, 14th. We call him Mr. Lucky Dog now. That's his new nickname. Givaldo Spindola, 15th. Todd Robillard, 16th. Jim Willis, 17th. Thiago Gomez, 18th. Paulo Chachalowski, 19th. And Ibrahim Altintas, who's not going to be able to be here tonight, is 20th in points. Take a look at page 3 here. Dan Richter, Jesus Iglesias, Chris Hughes, Claudio Bardelli Jr. These guys are some part-time racers. Williams Thiago and Matt Santel, John Stanley in 27th. He's our points leader in his qualification attempt, Franco Alvarez. Go Franco's first time lap. 50.970 for Franco Alvarez. Take a look at Archie Vieta. He is trying to get his first lap in here. So 14.225, is that the time to beat? .180 is the time to beat. So Alvarez, the top time here so far. Paul Brown second, Robillard third, Lansbury fourth. And let's see where Vieta lands here. Oh, contact for Vieta off the final turn. And that's going to scrub off some speed for him. He had a good second sector going. 51.229. So Vieta sixth on the grid with that contact to the right side of the car. Take a look at Ed Palumbo in his lap, and let's see what he puts down. He's had a good season here. 51.353. 353, I believe. Hard to read that color, man. .353 for Ed Palumbo. Paulo Chachalowski in the 94 car. His outlap. Well, Iglesias has moved up to second on the grid. Ow! Vieta now taking the top time with some damage to the right side. Mr. Lucky Dog to the top of the grid. We'll see Paulo Chachalowski and see what he lays down. Number 94 Ford Mustang. This is his first time lap. So Vieta, Alvarez, Iglesias, Brown, Robillard, the top five. Jacobs, Marizon, Palumbo, Lansbury, and Hassel rounding out the top 10. Where can Chachalowski put this car? A little bit slower there, about a tenth off in Sector 1. Sector 2, almost 2/10 off in that sector, so he's got some work to do on Sector 3. Paulo Chachalowski in this Ford. He wants to crack that top 8, all Chevys in the top 8. Let's see where Chachalowski lands. 227 for Chachalowski. He is 8th. So he puts Ed Palumbo back to the 9th position. Oh, and a hard lick there for that 94 car. How about Dennis Unichin? Got another lap in him right now. That first one, got a little bit of work to do for Dennis Unichin. 52.326 in that first lap. Let's see what this Toyota could do here for lap number 2. A little bit off the pace there, about half a second off the pace in that first sector, so he's got some work to do. A little bit more. He touched the grass there, so he might scrub off that that qualification attempt, and it looks like that is the case. So he's taking that first lap. Dana Grover, his qualification lap here. This is the second lap, I believe. No, that's his already finished his second lap. We caught a little bit late on that. 89 car. Got to fix that team name there. I keep forgetting to do that. I know he said something to me about that. We'll get that fixed up. Looks like qualifications have finished, and we will get the results here after the quals are officially over. But it looks like everybody who has gone out has done so. Let's take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers series. Let's see. Indy tonight. Next week we have Homestead Miami Speedway. What a fun track, man. One of my favorite tracks in RF2 is Homestead Miami Speedway. 100-lap race there on December the 9th. Chicagoland Speedway, another mile and a half on December the 16th. And we have a very special event coming up on December the 23rd, the Frosty 200. Last year we did some prizes. 80-lap race from Daytona on December the 23rd, and Martinsville Speedway to finish out the season. 150 laps on December the 30th from Martinsville Speedway to crown the champion for season number 5 and to end 2022. So that's the schedule here in the Buschwacker Series. Again, I say thank you so much for coming in here and joining us on TurnLeftTV. Excited that you're here watching the race tonight. Please join us in the chat session. Always watch that. Sometimes put it up on the screen for you. All right, welcome back. It looks like the qualification qualification session has ended. Let's take a look at the results. Archer Van with that top time, 50.897, will start in P1. Franco Alvarez starts in second. Jesus Iglesias third. Great qualification attempt for him, that 22 car. Paul Brown fourth. Todd Robillard starts in the fifth position. Sean Jacobs sixth. Craig Marizon starts in the seventh position. Paulo Chachalowski starts in eighth. Ed Palumbo starts ninth, and Dana Grover will start in the 10th position. Starting in 11th will be Tim Lansbury in the 82. Preston Hassel starts 12th. Gordon Carter will start 13th. Chris Hughes 14th. Dennis Udertrim will start 15th. A couple of cars that did not qualify will be Tony Furtado. Lucas Sinfeter will start 16th and 17th. And I think Bardelli Jr. might be coming in as well. So we'll have 18 drivers. Hopefully he'll be able to get in. 18 drivers. Don't forget the GT3 Series will be in action. 60-minute race from Norris Ring tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So our qualification starts at a time we'll be starting the broadcast. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's Eastern Standard Time. And this one's going to be a fun one, man. Norris Ring is a city circuit, and it is a lot of fun. Challenging track. And excited for this one tomorrow. And we're already getting one of the GT3 drivers. A couple of GT3 drivers already chatting it up here in the chat session. Will D, he's doing some admin work for us tonight, so thanks so much to Will. Now, Ritsky Novar, he'll be in that race tomorrow, I think. So chatting from Indonesia. And while I'm thinking of it, we want to send out our well wishes to Amada Andika. He might be home out of the hospital and doing well on the mend. And who knows? We might see him in the broadcast tomorrow. Who knows? We might see him on the track. You never know, man. But good to see Ritsky and Will D joining us in the chat session. It's like Fireball Flash Racing in here, too. Good to see them. That is Dana Grover, I believe. Good luck to Dana tonight. Definitely a home track for me. Thank you, Dana. Appreciate that. Yep, definitely home track. Also, I would consider Indianapolis Raceway Park, or Lucas Oil, if you want to call it that. It's been named several different things. That's just as close to that great short track. And we get that in rFactor 2, thanks to Paulo Chachalowski and his crew. Converting that track over, so that's good racing there at Lucas Oil Raceway as well. Other good short tracks around Indiana. Of course, at Lucas Oil, that's where the U.S. Nationals are for drag racing as well, so that is pretty crazy how close Lucas Oil Raceway and Indianapolis Motor Speedway are to each other. Probably about 5 minutes away from each other. And then, of course, at Lucas Oil, you have the drag strip as well, and the biggest drag race of the season, the U.S. Nationals at Indianapolis. 7 car making a little contact with the wall there, getting that out of his system. How about the AMD Rise number 27 car here tonight? Preston Hassel. Art de Vieira, the pole winner here tonight. So Mr. Lucky Dog is Mr. Pole Setter here tonight as well. Got just under 4 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. Ben or Silva. Hey, congratulations, Ben Orr, making it to the championship round in the Dober Series. Going to be an exciting one. And I think, man, what a great series that's been. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it into the final round. But, hey, we see some great drivers there with Arthur Vieira and Alvarez and Claudio Lima. That's J-Man BR. And then also Ben or Silva in the final 4 in the Dober Series on Wednesday night. And I think that'll be broadcast on 11 TV, if I'm not mistaken. So don't want to miss that. And you're welcome to come out and race with us anytime, Ben or Silva. I would love to have you here racing on a Friday night with us. Just over a minute left in the warm-up session. Just going to take a look at the GT3 Series schedule. Of course, we're at Norris Ring tomorrow, then Salzburg Ring coming up on December the 10th, Mid-Ohio on December the 17th. Taking a couple weeks off, maybe have a fun race in that little gap there between Mid-Ohio and Road Atlanta. Of course, those dates fall on New Year's Eve Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So we're taking those dates off. And then Road Atlanta back to the official schedule on January the 7th and finishing out the season at Bathurst on January the 14th. So that is the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. And don't forget to join us tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, I'm going to get my pick in right now. My pick is Arthur Vieira. How about that? It's my pick to win this race. And here we go, boys and girls. It's that time. Time to get this party started.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All right, this is Indy. Don't forget, tonight is a championship race. It's race number 6 of the championship. 70-lap race here tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Let's take a look at the starting order here tonight. Arthur Vieira with that pole run there starts in P1. Franco Alvarez starts in the 2nd position. Jesus Iglesias starts 3rd. Paul Brown starts in the 4th position. Starting in 5th will be Todd Robillard in the 90 car. Sean Jacobs in the 24 starts 6th. Craig Marzon in the 60 starts in the 7th position. The 94 Apollo Chachalowski, the 1st Ford, starts in 8th. Starting in 9th is Ed Palumbo in the 54. Dana Grover in that 89 starts 10th. Tim Lansbury, another one of those Fords, starts in the 11th position. Preston Hassel in the 27 starts in 12th. Starting in 13th will be the 56 of Gordon Carter. Chris Hughes starts in the 14th position in the 7 car. Dennis Yudichin in the Toyota starts 15th. Tony Furtado in his first race back starts in the 16th position. Lucas Simpner starts 17th. And Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 91 car starts in 18th. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster commentator, and this is a 70-lap race here tonight. It's round number 6, and it is Indy. All right, here we go.
Blue flag, go, go, go.
So we're off, boys and girls. Here we go. Had to clear a penalty there for some reason. 4-car, Vartavia, the leader. Franco Alvarez in second. Iglesias is in the 3rd position. Paul Brown in the 77 is P4. Take a look at Ed Palumbo and Preston Hassel here battling it out. 54 car getting around that 27. Looking out of the back of the 54's machine at Preston Hassel running in P10. Dana Grover also back there. Tim Lansbury running in the 11th spot. Dana Grover 12. Guys nose to tail here. Good clean start. Preston Hassel in the AMD Ryzen number 27 car. He and Tim Lansbury, a couple Fords working together here as Dana Grover in the 89 trying to find a way to get around that Toyota. On board here with Dana Grover looking out of the front of his machine at Tim Lansbury and Preston Hassel. At P10, P11 just ahead. Paulo Chechalowski in the 94 car running in the 7th position. Todd Robillard just ahead of him in P6. Marizon just behind. We'll take a look, a little bit of a gap there between P7 and P8. Marizon just crossing the yard of bricks, entering turn 1. You can see him, barely see that name tag. Oh, Chechalowski making contact with the wall. We were on board there with Chechalowski, and he made some contact with the wall coming off turn 1 into the short chute. Now down the backstretch. Gonna have some right side damage to that machine. Take a look here as Claudio Bardelli Jr. getting by the 56 of Gordon Carter. Bardelli Jr. in the 91 now picking up a spot. Gordon Carter back to 14th position. Lucas Sifner in the 21 car as Dennis Unichin gives him some room. Unichin giving him a lot of room here in that Toyota. Wow. Take a look here as Robillard and Jacobs battling it out. A couple Camaros. And the 90 car getting through. Paul Brown in the 77 car looking to try to make a pass here on. Iglesias making contact with the wall, and Paul Brown slips through. Iglesias made some contact with the outside wall. Take a look here as Iglesias, watch this, coming off the turn. We went ahead. Missed that, didn't we? Take a look here as Iglesias runs out of room coming off the turn. Watch this. Smacking that wall. Oh, man, that is a hard lick there for the 22 car. Take a look at here, Craig Marizon and Pablo Chachalowski battling it out. Craig Marizon down to the inside, now 60 car, the 94 up on the outside line. Remember the 94 had made some contact with the wall. Yeah, Red Palumbo trying to sneak through. Marizon's made it through after P7, and now Ed Palumbo trying to get by Chachalowski. We know Iglesias has got some damage to that machine. And we've lost a car here. Looks like Bardelli Jr. Looks like he may have lost his connection. Iglesias is absolutely half wrecked right now in that 22 car. This thing is sideways through the turns. And back into that car is very, very squirrely. Marizon behind him, trying to look ahead. Watch this. This 22 car, he is really sliding that back end around. Trying a different line there. You can see that back end trying to fishtail a little bit. Oh, look at that right there. That Orange Crush sponsor machine. That thing is absolutely cattywampus. Iglesias trying to hold on to this thing as Marizon slipping through. Looking out of the back of Marizon's machine. Chachalowski trying to get through. And Palumbo trying to get through. Iglesias having all kinds of trouble. Tim Lansbury, he's looking ahead, trying to get through. Oh, he's trying to slip through in the grass. Lansbury in the grass in an 82 car, not able to pull off that pass. Holy smokes. Take a look, Chris Hughes and Tony Furtado here getting after it. Chris Hughes on the bottom line, Tony Furtado up on this high line. And that Valvoline sponsor machine tucks in as the 7 car makes that pass. Lansbury going to give it another go here at 82. Drag racing down the front stretch, across the yard of bricks. Lansbury in the Mustang, Skyline Chili Ford Mustang, trying to get by that Orange Crush sponsor machine. And he does. As Jesus Iglesias now has Preston Hassel to deal with. Iglesias has got a ton of damage, I think, to that machine. Take a look at this. 21. Getting by Tony Furtado in his first race back. Maybe a little bit of jitters there. And they're drag racing down the front stretch. On board here with Lucas Sifner as the 9 car using the draft from Gordon Carter. That 21 not able to pull off that pass. I thought he had it. Chris Hughes and Dana Grover here battling it out. Take a look at there. Dana Grover getting that dropping back there as Chris Hughes gets by. Hughes is now up to the 12th position. Grover back to 13th. Take a look here as the 21 car getting by Tony Furtado in the 9. Siffner now up to the 15th position. Looks like Bardelli Jr. has rejoined the race, so he got disconnected. That 91 car now 5 laps down. Going to be a tough task for him to be able to get back on the lead lap, that's for sure. Franco Alvarez is our leader. He got around Arthur Vieta in the 83 car, now the race leader, as Arthur Vieta is in P2. A couple of our South American drivers running away from it right now. They've got a pretty decent-sized lead over Paul Brown. Paul Brown running in the 3rd position. Take a look at Paul Brown in that Dirty Mo sponsor number 77 car running in P3. Nose to tail here for now. And we've had some pretty good racing here on lap 12. Good clean racing here. No caution flag so far. Keep our fingers crossed. Take a look at that battle there between Todd Robillard and Paul Brown. 1.8 seconds separate P3, P4. Take a look at Gordon Carter here running in the 14th position at 56 car. High place moving number 56. That Camaro having a quiet night here so far, but running in P14. Remember, we still have pit stops to go. The head starting to get racy there. Just ahead of him as they cross the yard of bricks. We might be seeing a race here shape up between Chris Hughes and Jesus Iglesias. Good battling there. Chris Hughes trying to get around the 22 car. He's caught him. That 22 trying to protect that spot. Chris Hughes all over the back of it. Might have been a little punch there from the 7 car. He's alongside the 22. Dana Grover trying to get through. There might have been contact. More contact, and in the wall is a 22 car. 22 in the wall. So big time contact here for the 22, and I don't know what went on there with that sequence. There was contact. Go back here and take a look at this. These guys get after it here, and it looked like contact down the backstretch right there. And more contact. And there might have been some other cars involved in that. Holy smokes. Look at this go out of Gordon Carter's machine. Oh, right there, contact, and then more contact. Oh, and Iglesias hard into the wall. Gordon Carter going to pick up that spot. Man, that was a hard lick. Dana Grover had a ringside seat. Watch this. Contact right there. That might have been initiated by the 7 car, and there was more right there. That orange crush machine up into the wall. Holy smokes. Take a look at this. Gordon Carter, Chris Hughes. Chris Hughes probably got a boogered up race car now. That right side is pretty significant contact for him. And Gordon Carter going to get through. Chris Hughes now going to maybe get him up in position to Lucas Siffner in the 21 car. Siffner on that inside, and I think he's going to get around Chris Hughes. He now ends up taking that spot. He is in the 13th spot. 13th spot as Chris Hughes falls back to 14th. Well, Alvarez is the leader here. 1.7 second gap over Artur Vieta. Paul Brown in second. Sean Jacobs in the 4th position. Battle for 5th. Greg Marazon in the 60. Battling the Camaro, the 90. Todd Robillard. That Freightliner sponsor machine now back to P6 as Marazon moves up to P5. Sean Jacobs running in the 4th position. Take a look at him. So this Cal U sponsored machine running in P4. I don't know what they've done to the camera angles here, but they suck. So Alvarez is the leader in the 83. He's got this figured out right now. Pretty good size lead there for him, but it has shrunk back to 2 seconds. Artur Vieta is in second. 2 second back. Paul Brown 7 seconds back in the 3rd position. Sean Jacobs in 4th. He and Marazon now starting to have a tight battle. Jacobs in the 24 as Marazon in the 60 closing in. Robillard now back to the 6th position. So good run here for these guys. Good racing. Back 4th, 5th, and 6th. Take a look at Tim Lansbury in the 10th position in the Ford, number 82 Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. That's 17 seconds, almost 18 seconds down to the race leader. Kind of out there by himself right now. We got behind him Grover, Carter, and Sifner in a little triplet there. As Dana Grover starting to close in a little bit on Tim Lansbury. Now 0.8 of a second separate he and P11. P10. Grover is in P11. We're on board here with Dana Grover looking ahead at Tim Lansbury. Franco Alvarez, the Indy 83 Tire Pros sponsor Camaro. It's also in the championship run in the Dobra Series on Wednesday nights. Paulo Chachalowski's league. One of the top 4 playoff drivers. Been a fun series there. Been fortunate enough to compete in that series with Sean Jacobs, Will Dunbar, and Franco Alvarez hanging out with us a little bit as well down in the same TeamSpeak channel. So definitely going to be wishing him good luck on Wednesday night. That'll be live on 11 TV. Rodrigo Vincente going to be commentating that race. Good battling here now as Grover is caught up to Tim Lansbury. Dana Grover in the Camry. He's got a little help here. Looking out of the back of his machine. He's got a little help. And now Gordon Carter says, hey, I'm going to try and take this spot. As it looked like Dana Grover got a little tight. And now he is trying to hold on here as the 56 tried to get by. 21 car pushing that 56 car. Lansbury's not out of the hunt here, so good four-way battle here between Gordon Carter in P10. So he slipped through, snookered that 89 car. Now Gordon Carter picking up the 10th position as Lucas Siffer following him through is in 11th. Dana Grover now back to the 12th spot. Lansbury in 13th. Good battling here. We are behind the tire barrier again. I don't know why they changed the cameras on this track, but something's changed. Take a look at Jesus Iglesias. As it looked like Tony Furtado's on pit lane. Iglesias now running in the 15th position. So Tony Furtado making a pit stop. He is the first of our drivers to come down pit lane. It looks like Furtado's finished up his pit stop. Now coming back out on track. Hopefully we get a good look at him. There we go. Sort of. See the 17th position now in the 9 car. We are starting to get some pit stops here. So Robillard indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. We'll take a look at Todd Robillard here. And I wonder if the 94 of Paulo Chachalaski is going to come down with him. Rule is in this series you have to announce your pits. The 90 car indicating he's coming down pit lane here. Robillard on the 90 car making a pit stop. We're going to start seeing some green flag pit stop. Palumbo on pit lane. Lansbury on pit lane as well. We're back up here with our race leader. There's Robillard on pit lane. You see Todd Robillard finishing up his pit stop. Now, Franco Alvarez, how many laps could he go? And I'm getting some word that he's coming down pit lane now, so Franco Alvarez making a pit stop. So getting a number of drivers indicating they are making pit stops here on lap 25. Alvarez, our race leader, peeling off the track to come down pit lane. Franco Alvarez, that long, slow slog down pit lane. That's going to give the race lead to the 4 car of Artur Vieira. He was about 4 seconds back or so to the race leader when Alvarez came down pit lane. So we'll see how things shake out. Chachalowski's in the 2nd position. Hassel is 3rd. Simpler 4th. Hughes in 5th. So our race leader is Artur Vieira in the 4 car. He wants to see a caution flag. Maybe trap some of these guys a lap down. On board here with him is clear sailing ahead for him so far. His stint to lead the pack. Tim Lansbury back out on track. He is now in the 13th position. See some guys finishing up their pit stops, coming back out on track. Lansbury in P13. That's Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. Take a look at Dennis Udichin here in the 47 car. He is running in the 9th position. As Todd Robillard in the 90 close it in. So can this Toyota hold off that 90 Freightliner sponsor Camaro? Looks like Todd Robillard now going to drag race Dennis Udichin into turn 1. And it does look like the 90 car, Robillard picks up that spot. Now these guys on fresher tires. Oh, Udichin making contact with the wall. As Ed Palumbo gets by. Ed Palumbo now up to the 10th position. He and Craig Marizon running nose to tail here. Marizon running in P9. Take a look at Preston Hassel after pit stops. He has gotten himself up to the 4th position. This AMD Ryzen sponsor machine, good pit stop there for him. And he is closing in on Lucas Simfer, who's running in 3rd. Simfer trying to break the draft. Not able to do it there as the 27 car holds on to the back of Lucas Simfer. Just a second separate the two of those guys. Simfer and I had a little bit better car right now than Preston Hassel. Chris Hughes here in the 7 car. Right now, Hughes running in the 6th position as Franco Alvarez has rejoined the track, and he is running in P5. Well, our leader is Artur Vieta in the 4 car. Just behind him is Jesus Iglesias, who's 3 laps down in the 17th position. Only 1 car, I believe, actually no cars out of the race, as Bardelli Jr. technically, he is 5 laps down. Now he lost his connection and rejoined. We got 40 laps to go. We're starting to work on halfway here. Gordon Carter now getting by as Chris Hughes on pit lane. Chris Hughes on a little bit different pit sequence, I don't know. So Chris Hughes now finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. Take a look at Artur Vieta in the 4 cars. Chris Hughes rejoining the racing surface into 7. Vieta's got it figured out right now. I mean, he's definitely on a different wavelength than some of these guys with his strategy tonight. He is the leader in the Camaro. Chachalowski in 2nd, Simfer 3rd, Hassel in 4th. Now Hassel looks like he might be coming down pit lane. Preston Hassel in the AMD Ryzen sponsored machine now on pit lane. So we're getting some more guys now coming down pit lane, it looks like. Chris Hughes in that 7 car. Maybe finishing up his pit stop as Preston Hassel finishes up his. Don't forget, Norris Ring coming up tomorrow. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be doing the live stream. That's when quals start for Norris Ring in a High Octane Racing League GT3 series. 60-minute race. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. We'll start the broadcast at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll have a 60-minute race starting at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I expect a big field at Norris Ring. But that's coming up in the High Octane Racing League GT3 series. Coca-Cola Speedway coming up in a High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder. 50-lap race at that fantasy track. We might have a caution flag here. We got a yellow flag, it looks like. Yellow flag. Something happened with Paulo Chachalowski, I believe, maybe. Tony Furtado. Oh, what happened? Tony Furtado flew through the air. What happened to Tony Furtado here? We'll take a look. Just a little bit of a replay here. Tony Furtado flew through the air. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe he hit the wall or something. So Tony Furtado, something happened to this Valvoline sponsor machine. Oh, he hits the wall there. And more contact with the 9 car. So I don't know what happened to Furtado, but that car absolutely went flying. Furtado is out here on the outside wall. Not sure what happened there, but never really saw what happened to Tony. Oh, right there. Hard lick there for him. We saw that. Oh, and he hits that pit wall. And he hit that outside and then hit the pit wall, and that's what brought out the caution flag. And Marazon, it looks like he's lost his connection. Holy smokes. A steering issue or something. Dana Grover getting the lucky dog. So Dana Grover in the 89 gets the lucky dog, so good news for him. So it looks like these guys are sort of getting the field sorted out. Looks like the guy stopped on the track. All right, so it looks like they're getting the field sorted out. Don't forget the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series is coming up tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So a 60-minute race from Norris Ring. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is quals. 2:30 p.m. is race. So it looks like these guys all right, we're getting ready to go back green. So here we go. I think these guys are going to get things fixed. Looks like Apollo's on the wrong lap here, so we had a little trouble with somebody staying on the track when there was a caution flag. So Alvarez is that technically the leader. Chastelowski is in second. Jacobs is third, Robillard fourth, Hughes is in fifth, Brown is sixth, Carter is in seventh. All right, we got that taken care of. A little admin work here. Chachalowski now back to the second position where he should be, so this game's a little jacked up sometimes. Jacobs is third, Robillard fourth. Brown is in fifth. Got that taken care of, so we didn't destroy the race. That's what happens sometimes when guys hang out there on the track. When there's a caution flag, you got to get off the track. You can't stop there on the track. Ends up jacking things up. Alvarez is the leader. Chachalowski second. Jacobs is third. Robillard in fourth. Brown in the fifth position. Dana Grover and Dennis Udichin here having a good battle. Grover in the 89 car battling the 47. Couple Toyotas here getting after it. And it looks like Grover gets that spot. The 47, Dennis Udichin back to 13th. Grover in 12th. Chachalowski looking like he wants a race late here. We're feeling a little frosty here. In the 94 car, down below this 83. Good battling here. Franco Alvarez has got some company here with the 24 as well. So the 94 getting by Franco Alvarez. The 83 now back to the second position. Oh, and there's contact there. He might have gotten into the back of Chachalowski. There might have been some contact here now. Todd Robillard the race later, and it'll look like Alvarez might have gotten into the back of Chachalowski. Alvarez now into the outside wall. Holy smokes. Did you see that? Take a look here. This is 83 car. I think the 83 gets into the back of Chachalowski right there. Not sure. I'd have to go back and look at that. Look. Oh, there was some contact. We got a yellow flag here. There was definitely contact. We go back to live here, and we've got a caution flag. It's like Preston Hassel off the pace in the 27 car. Take a look here is Ed Palumbo and the 27 of Preston Hassel. Side-by-side action right here. Oh, Preston looked like he might have made contact with the wall and got into... Man, that car just absolutely got into the wall, and then more contact. It comes across the... Oh, the 27, a hard lick. There was just some hard racing right here, and I think Preston might have gotten into the outside wall. So there was contact maybe between the 54 and the 27. Oh, and there's a hard lick there. He gets things sort of gathered up, and he gets up into the outside wall coming off the turn and comes across the nose of the 54 car. Down to the back of Gordon Carter's machine right here. Like there was contact there with the 54 and then hard contact for the 27 car. And in 27, I think that car was just absolutely broke. Preston Hassel, tough break there for him. We'll take a look here. This is when he hits that outside wall and then comes back across. To take a look at Todd Robillard, our race leader. Got some pit stops underway. The 90 car gave up the race lead to come down pit lane. That will give the race lead to the 21 car. Jesus Iglesias actually shown in the second position, that 22 Orange Crush sponsor machine. Simpler in the 21 car. Man, that may have thrown out his fuel mileage strategy. So I'm getting some word that there's about 33 laps on fuel. So that may not work well for the 21 on the fuel save strategy. But don't forget, man, this guy's got a fast car, a great race car driver, and this 21 has worked his way to the front of the field. Artur Vieira is back out on the track. Looks like he got disconnected again. So the 4 car second in line, but he is shown 3 laps down in the 15th position. It looks like Preston Hassel has retired his machine. He is in the garage area now. As we maybe can get an interview with him. Looks like he is left and gone to the concession stand. So a tough break there for Preston Hassel on that AMD Ryzen sponsor machine. Looks like Lucas Simpler is on pit lane. Take a look at Chris Hughes. He's running in the 12th position. Robillard in the 90 is the leader. Alvarez second, Brown third. Palumbo is fourth. Carter is fifth. Sean Jacobs in the 6th position. Dana Grover in 7th. So lucky dog. Mr. Lucky Dog, Arthur Vieta getting the lucky dog. What a shocker. So Arthur Vieta, the lucky dog on this sequence here. So congratulations to him. Dober Series the other night, he got 3 lucky dogs. And I'm feeling a little lighthearted about it, but I'm hurt. I'm glad he got back in the race, but that certainly helped or hurt me as far as my chances of getting into the Final Four. But good to see Arthur Vieta in there, and definitely going to be rooting for him. He's been a long-time HORL driver for us, good faithful driver, and definitely wishing him good luck in the Dober Series Final Four coming up on Wednesday. An 11 TV. 11 TV on, that's 11 with 2 L's. ELLEVEN TV. Rodrigo Vincente going to be broadcasting that. Look at this, side by side here is the 90 and the 83. 77 and the 54 side by side. Gordon Carter's got that car up to the 5th position. He and Sean Jacobs side by side. So here we go. Pace car's off. Starting lap 51.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Robillard gets a good jump there with the 77 car, giving him a push. 20 laps to go. And the 77 is in second. He and Alvarez having a great battle. There's that battle here between the 83 and the 77 out of the back of our race leader. He wants to put those guys in that rear view mirror and keep them there. Yellow sponsor machine, he's in this mix as well. Going down to the bottom side here. Can Alvarez tuck in? He does as the 77 car makes that pass. Now Alvarez down to the inside. Side by side here for second. Alvarez looking on the bottom side, not able to get there. On board here with Franco Alvarez running in P3. Down to the inside. Can he get through the 77? Not this time. These guys are racing their guts out here. 1, 2, 3, kind of running away a little bit. Opening up a little bit of a gap over P4. Ed Palumbo in the 4th position. The 90, the 77, and the 83. 1, 2, 3. The 54 of Ed Palumbo. Trying to close back in on those guys. The 24, Sean Jacobs. Tim Lansbury in this mix as well. He's in the 82 car. '54 Ed Palumbo and a Mellow Yellow sponsor Camaro running in P4. Sean Jacobs in 5th. Paulo Chachalowski. Gordon Carter side by side here. The 94 up on the outside line. Gordon Carter in the 56 on the inside line. This is for the 8th position. Chachalowski getting by Gordon Carter. Chachalowski now up to P8. Take a look at Dana Grover. Good top 10 run here for the 89 car. Chachalowski just behind him.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, we got a yellow flag here. I think that might have been Chachalowski and Dana Grover. We were watching a little bit of a replay. As Chachalowski might be off the pace here in the 94 car. Chachalowski coming down pit lane. Guess who got the lucky dog? That's right. Archer Vieira, another lucky dog for him. My God, that's 5 in 2 days. Like Chachalowski has retired his machine. That's too bad. Sorry to see that. Apollo. Well, let's take a look and see what happened. These guys are side by side here, and it looked like maybe that 89 car might have come down and gotten into the 94. Watch here as, it does look like Chachalowski, but it drifted up and got into Gordon Carter. Now that we look at it from that angle there, and Dana Grover, Gordon Carter had a ringside seat for that. Watch here, as they enter the turn, it looks like maybe that 94 drifts up the track and gets into the 89 car. And then, man, Iglesias also making it through there. Chris out of the front of Iglesias. He's going to almost get involved in this. Whew, man, he did a great job of holding on to that, too, as the 56 car was in the grass. So we're on lap 55 here as Archer Vieira getting another lucky dog. So he is now only 1 lap down. My gosh, man. He might end up winning this race before it's over with. Chachalowski now in the chat session. Michelle Vidor, I believe, saying, go Jesus. Jesus has got the fans, doesn't he? Wink, wink. Jesus has got the fans. That's barbecue for you. Jesus Barbecue Iglesias. See our race leaders coming down pit lane. Interesting here with the late race pit stop. Dana Grover staying out. The 89 staying out on track. Lucas Simpfer also staying out. Chris Hughes in the 7 staying out. This is interesting strategy from these guys. Guys coming off pit lane here. We kind of missed a little bit of that, but guys all coming back out on track. See if we can't get some looks here coming off pit lane. Oh, he only took 2 tires, it looks like. And, man, he in the 90 racing off pit lane. And, wow. So this is interesting here to see how this plays out. But Dana Grover in the 89, the 21, these guys are on older tires. Now, granted, Chris Hughes also on older tires. Granted, I believe that maybe those guys that came down pit lane only changed right side tires. So only 2 tires stopped for those guys that came down pit lane. Now let's see what happens here to Fireball Flash, the Trax VR sponsored Toyota Camry, the Ford Mustang. On the outside, that is Lucas Sifner. And I think we're going to get the 1 to go this time by. Don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder. A little fun racing headed your way tomorrow at 9 p.m. Coca-Cola Speedway. Like a 4-mile super speedway. 50-lap race. A little fun race coming up tomorrow at 9 p.m. in the Saturday Night Thunder. Schedule here in the Buschwackers series. First next week will be at Homestead Miami Speedway, followed by Chicagoland. Daytona International, the Frosty 200 coming up on December the 23rd, and 80-lap race. 150 laps there at Martinsville to finish out the season. And that Frosty 200 on December the 23rd, we're going to have some prizes, give away some swag. So you don't want to miss that one. That'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. We did the first one last year. So I believe we're going to get the 1 to go. Coke Super Speedway. That's right. I think I said Coca-Cola Super Speedway, but you get the idea. Paulo, Jack Trawick saying go Dana. Yeah, Coke Super Speedway. Well, Chachalowski. Did you do that track, Cha-Cha? I think you might have, maybe. So it looks like Fireball Flash 89. Dana Grover is going to take the inside line on this restart. All right. When we cross the start and finish line.
Go.
We obviously weren't live, so there you go. Cross the start finish line, my God. We will be on lap 59. Sorry about that. Got into chatting and looking at replays. And, Alvarez smacking the wall coming off the turn. And there's contact there. Dana Grover, he gets shuffled back a little bit. Chris Hughes in a 7 car gets shuffled back. And Lucas Sifner jumping out to the lead. These guys are going for broke now. All taken, no give. And Sifner is the leader of the 21 car. Can he get 2 in a row? These guys are mired back in traffic. It's hard to pass here as well. Look at this. Chris Hughes in a 7 car running in P4. Paul Brown in the 5th position, now nose to tail. Lansbury and Iglesias, they were getting a little racy there. Lansbury backs off. Holding on to that 10th position. Dana Grover now having a battle with Franco Alvarez, who gets by. Grover now back to the 3rd position. Paul Brown tried to get by. Paul Brown's gotten by Chris Hughes, and now these guys are trying to break each other's draft. That's only going to work so long. And somebody's going to be able to sneak up there in that open space, that bottom lane. Grover drifting up the track there on those older tires. The 77 car looking on the low side here through the short chute. 77, Paul Brown. He and Dana Grover side by side coming off the turn. The 90 giving the 77 a little bit of a shot there and pushing him ahead of Dana Grover. 89 car that he has older tires. He stayed out. Remember, those guys changed their right side tires, so a little bit better grip here. And now we got a battle for the race lead as Lucas Siffer and Franco Alvarez getting after it. A little side-by-side action there and bumping and grinding here. The Camaro versus the Ford, or the Mustang. Those guys getting side-by-side is going to let this crew catch back up. Great battling up front here for the race win. Here on lap 61, scheduled to go 70 laps. Alvarez back to the race lead. Paul Brown now dipping below the 21 car, giving it a look. Tucks back in. 83, Franco Alvarez the leader. Lucas Simpner in second. Remember, Alvarez has been into the wall a few times. Paul Brown in the 77 is in 3rd. Tom Robillard 4th. And Palumbo is 5th. Jesus Iglesias, good run here for him, running in P6. Take a look at this. They're 3 wide. 3 wide here as now Shawn Jacobs getting below the 89 car, getting by him, but Tim Lansbury holding on to that spot. They were 3 wide, by heavens. We'll go back up here to the race lead. Alvarez is the leader here on lap 63. Lucas Simpner in the Ford Mustang trying to give that Chevy Camaro a run for his money. Camaro down to the inside, hugging that white line. Robillard drifted up. These guys trying to find a way to get around. Paul Brown gets a little bit high there, and looks like Robillard's going to be able to make it through. Lansbury and Iglesias here battling it up. 82 and the 22 battling it out. The 82 in the grass. He drifts up. Oh, there's contact between he and the 82. More contact. More contact, and we got a caution flag. The caution flag. Oh, boy. And Lansbury and Iglesias got together. As Alvarez will pick up the pace car here for lap 65. Well, we saw this happening here as Iglesias and Lansbury, who watch this replay. Iglesias gets in the grass right there, touches the grass, comes up here. Looks like Lansbury wanting to get by, got into Iglesias because Iglesias drifted up the track. And then right here, more contact between the two of those guys. And the 22 comes around. Take a look out at Shawn Jacobs' machine. Watch this action here. Iglesias in the grass, drifts up. Lansbury dives down to miss him, gets into the back of Iglesias, and then there's contact there. And then Iglesias coming around. Doesn't get into the wall. That is good news. But, man, those guys got crazy into one another. Iglesias going for broke on this one. Contact right there as he drifts back up the track. And then down into Lansbury. And it spins through the grass. No, it was all precipitated, really, by the contact earlier. Watch this. Dennis Uderchin is definitely going to barely make it through. So this gets these guys get together there, and Uderchin picks the right time to get through on the low side right here as Iglesias dead on the track. Franco Alvarez is the leader. Lucas Sinfer on a little bit older tires in second. Robillard third. Brown in fourth. Don't forget, the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series will be in action tomorrow. 60-minute race, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be quals. Race will start at 2:30 p.m. Norris Ring. This is a good track, fun track, different look here. And this is the fourth race of the season. All three races we've had so far have been fantastic, and I'm excited about this Norris Ring race. Salzburg Ring coming up next week. Mid-Ohio to finish out December. And then we got 2 weeks off, and we'll come back on January the 7th for Road Atlanta and Bathurst on the 14th of January. We got some guys coming down pit lane. This is interesting here. Really interesting. We got some guys making pit stops, and these are race leaders making pit stops. So this is interesting. Robillard staying out. As we watch the 24 car on pit lane, Sean Jacobs. Couldn't swing the camera. I tried. I need a gimbal. So Robillard stays out, rolling the dice. Dana Grover second, Gordon Carter third, Chris Hughes fourth, Dennis Uderchin is fifth, Artur Vieira. Did Artur Vieira get another lucky dog? So Artur Vieira has 6 lucky dogs in 2 races. He got 3 in the Dober Series. He's got 3 tonight. He's using up all his lucky dog passes. My heavens. The Robillard is the leader. Take a look at Paul Brown. He is now back to the 8th position here after pit stops. So let's see how this works out. Robillard stays out. Alvarez, who was the leader before the caution flag came out, is now in 6th. And he's got some cars here he's going to have to try to get around. And I have a feeling, I don't want to say it, that we might see another caution flag. Are we going to get a green-white checker? Now, I said that Vietta's going to win the race. That's who I picked to win the race tonight. And who knows, man, now that he's back on the lead lap, he might just do it. I think we're going to get the 1 to go this time by, I believe. Or maybe we got the 1 to go and the pace car is coming off the track. No, we're going to get the 1 to go this time by. Take a look at Ed Palumbo in the 54 car. He is running in the 8th position as Paul Brown actually in 7th now, it looks like. We are getting a 1 to go. So guys heading to their lane. So here we go. Robillard, Grover, Carter, Hughes, Udichin, Alvarez, Brown, and Palumbo. Jacobs and Lansbury rounding out the top 10. No more lucky dogs for Archer Vieta. He's back on the lead lap. He's all out of lucky dogs. Now we got some guys on old tires here. This is going to be interesting. Here we go. Pace car's off. It's a green-white checker. Here at Indy.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Robillard gets a good start. Already into each other. 54 car dropping back. There was contact there. And they're wrecking.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
But I think that's going to do it here, I believe. So it looks like Todd Robillard may end up getting this win, huh? We got a wreck. So Robillard gets the win here at Indy. We had some stuff going on there. I don't know what happened. What happened here on this restart. 89 car got into the wall there, came down into the 47. Oh, the 47 airborne. It's into the 4. Let's see what here. Watch this. The 89 car smacking the outside wall, getting into the 47. I don't know if there was contact that precipitated that or not. See here. Got to look at a slow-mo here. I don't think the 47 got into him. There might have been contact there. No, Dana Grover stays out of him. Oh, and it just absolutely hits the wall, and those guys go airborne. What's this? Oh, man, I tell you what, Alvarez flew underneath that. Alvarez flew underneath this. Watch this. Look at that. I think we're waving hi to Dennis as he goes over the car. Wow, he might have flown up into the stands. Oh. Wowza. Well, Robillard gets the win. Congratulations to him. And that was a little bit of a mess there in that back half of that race. Todd Robillard gets the win here at Indy. What a wreck that was. Holy smokes. Let's look at the final results. Robillard gets the win. Gordon Carter finishes in the second position. How about Gordon Carter? Paul Brown finishes in third. Sean Jacobs fourth. Chris Hughes finished in the fifth position. Franco Alvarez finishes in sixth. Tim Lansbury battles for a seventh place finish. Dana Grover ends up eighth. Lucas Semper finishes in ninth. And Palumbo 10th. Finishing in the 11th position is Jesus Iglesias. Dennis Schuderson finishes in 12th. Artur Vieira 13th. Paulo Chachalowski 14th. Preston Hassel, 15th. Craig Bearzon, 16th. Claudio Bardelli Jr., 17th. And Tony Furtado finishes in 18th. Robillard must be pretty happy. He's still doing burnouts and donuts. So congratulations to Todd Robillard on getting the win. We'll see if we can't get Todd up here in the booth with us.
Soul.
All right, we get Todd Robillard up here in the booth with us. And let's talk about the first half of that race. That was the best half, I think. How was the 90 car? You had it up front all night long, and it looked like a lot of good racing there.
It was. My tires fell off a lot faster than the leaders did for some reason. But no, the first half was way better racing, I think.
Boy, I don't know. It seemed like guys to that second half of the race just threw caution to the wind, so to speak. No pun intended. There were some strategy there on pit lane. It looks like you had gambled a little bit with just some right side tires, or was that the sort of the modus operandus all night long?
No, actually, the first couple of stops I put 4 on it. The second half I stayed with right sides only, and that's I kind of snookered the guys at the end there because I had talked about pit stops and if they were going to take tires and everything. I knew I was staying out at that point.
Well, you talked about a tight condition earlier in the race. Did just taking the 2 tires help you with that and to help loosen the car up for you?
No, it actually it didn't change much. It loosened it up on the entry a little bit, but as the tires wore, the middle of the corner was just worse than 4 tires. It was pretty tight through the middle and exit.
And in the first half of that race, it was sort of nose to tail. What was the strategy on trying to get by somebody, or you just say, hey, I'm going to stay here, kind of maintain my position, hope for green flag pit stops, and then race it out there? Or it was definitely a tale of 2 races.
Yeah, the first half was just to stay with the leaders as best I could. After 15 or so laps, I knew I was starting to lose ground to them, and the guys behind me were catching me. So that's why I pitted maybe a lap or 2 before the rest of the field. I knew that if we had gone green for a while, that where I had stopped, it would still get me to the next window. So I could make up some ground once I put fresh tires on after, quicker than everybody else. But the race didn't play out the way I wanted it to.
Well, next week it looks like we got an interesting track here, Homestead Miami Speedway. I think there's really I guess in my opinion, you either love this track or you hate this track. It doesn't seem like there's any in between. How do you feel about this track?
I like it. The only issue I have, it's not even with the track, it's just the way these cars race there. We race in a pack, and it if you really have to be up on the wheel, pay attention to the guy in front of you and not drive all over him, because once one guy stacks up a little bit, it's hard to get out of the way of a guy that gets a little bit loose or tight in and has to get off the throttle.
Kind of an interesting start to this second half of the season with Indy and then Homestead. Then we got Chicagoland, and then that Daytona track, the Frosty 200, coming up on December the 23rd in Martinsville to finish out the season. We don't normally end the season with a short track, but any of those tracks stand out to you?
Yeah, I like all of them for different reasons. I think Martinsville would be a great season-ending race. That should be pretty entertaining. Daytona's pretty good, as long as we can, race with our head and just, stay off the guy in front of you, because it's really tough regarding drafting and stuff like that. These cars, we race in a pack, and it's really hard to get away from one another.
Well, we had a chance to hook up and go to a race there in Indy this year. So then you get a big win at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and you spent some time in the suites there at Indianapolis. What was your impression with IMS in the real deal?
Oh, I loved it there. That was great. That's my second time there, but for different reasons. It was a great weekend. I really enjoyed hanging out with you and Travis at IRP. It was a fantastic night. We saw some great racing. I can't wait to do it again.
Well, hey, congratulations. I feel the same way, and hopefully maybe next year we get to do this thing again and enjoy this win. I know it's been a little bit since the 90 car has been in victory lane, but looks great, and enjoy, and we'll see you next week at Homestead.
All right, Heath, thank you. Appreciate what you do.
Thank you, sir. All right, that's Todd Robillard joining us up here in the booth, and they got a big win here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Hey, he was just a spectator just a few months ago, and now he's in victory lane here at IMS. How do you rate that, huh? Congratulations to him, and don't forget, man, we got some more racing headed your way this weekend. Norris Ring in the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. Quals start at 2 p.m. Racing starts at 2:30, and I will start the broadcast at 2 p.m. And it's Norris Ring. It's the fourth race of the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series season. So you don't want to miss it. It'll be live here, and we're going to have a nice size field in this GT3 Series. Saturday Night Thunder will be doing some fun racing. We'll be at Coke Speedway. I said Coca-Cola Super Speedway. I was getting bullied by Paulo Chachalowski. 50-lap race coming up tomorrow. And that is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Little fun race in the Saturday Night Thunder, man. These Cup cars are a lot of fun, man. We had a good field last week, and excited for this week at a different track, man. Fantasy track here, Coke Super Speedway. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, please check out EliteHostingUSA.com. No matter where you are in the world, EliteHostingUSA.com can provide you with a server for your rFactor 2 needs in your local area. Not only that, but host your website or your online store. VPS hosting and shared web hosting also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. I want to say thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. That was interesting. Hey, look, we picked up another subscriber. Yes! All right, man, we're making some waves here. How about that? Hey, man, please hit that thumbs up button. Share my videos with all your friends. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate all the folks that come out and watch these races and join in the chat session. Laura says, great job, Todd. Good to see Jack Trawick out here, Paulo out here, Michelle Vanur out here as well, and Benor Silva. My boy, Benor Silva. Good luck in the championship, Benor. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming in tonight. Peace to everybody out there. That's going to do it for us tonight. We'll see you later. We'll go up here and join my friends for a little bit. And I'm going to say I love you, Dad. I'm out of here.